Hi guys, my name is Mireya and I want to share with you my experience on going through topical steroid withdrawal and how it all started. So for those of you that don't know, topical steroid withdrawal or red skin syndrome is a debilitating skin condition that can arise from the use of topical steroids to treat skin conditions like eczema, which is what I was diagnosed with. And if you're looking for more information, I highly recommend you look up itsan.org. So currently I'm about 34 months in, or will be 34 months on February 15th. And honestly, I put off making this video because I was that person that wasn't sure when or if I would ever heal from this. And now, thankfully, I'm in a much better place. And I just feel like I owe it to those that are suffering, that are doubting the process, or that are just looking for hope. I feel like I owe it to you guys to share my story and to turn my negative experience into a positive one, and to use my pain to hopefully help others that are going through this or that are considering going through topical steroid withdrawal. So again, I'm currently almost 34 months in, and before that, I had been using topical steroids for about 2 years on a daily basis. It didn't start off that way. My eczema was localized. I pretty much had it on my arms, and over time it started spreading. And of course, I was looking for a solution, so I go to my dermatologist and I'm given steroids. And the steroids that I was given, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, it's called triamcinolone. So I used that. I was told it was safe to use. I was told that I had eczema, which was incurable, and I really had no choice. So, of course, I continued to use it, and eventually it got to the point where if I just skipped one day, my skin became so angry. It was red, it was bleeding, it was cracking, it was itchy, it was just really uncomfortable. And eczema itself is already debilitating, but this was on a whole nother level. So eventually I started to question steroids, and I go back to my dermatologist and I was told the same thing: eczema is incurable, you have no choice, you have to use steroids for the rest of your life. And I just didn't want to accept that answer. I didn't want to use steroids for the rest of my life, and I thought maybe there was another alternative. So I decided to give up steroids, and this was before learning about topical steroid withdrawal. And so I tried to go a day without steroids, and I remember this day perfectly. It was the day before Valentine's Day in the year 2016. And on Valentine's Day, I wake up and my skin is burning. It was so uncomfortable. I remember going out to eat, and all I could focus on was my skin. My clothes felt super uncomfortable, just rubbing up against my skin. And I thought maybe I was having an allergic reaction. For some reason, I didn't put two and two together. So I decided to sleep it off and see if I felt better the next day. And unfortunately, I did not. My skin felt horrible. It was so much worse. And not only did my skin feel like it was burning, my skin was just red. I looked like a tomato. And I decided to do some research, and that's when I came across itsan.org, and I also joined some support groups, and that's when I thought that I found my answer. I saw that other people were going through the same thing. They pretty much had the same story, and it just made sense to me. So I tried to continue to stick it out without the steroids, but it got pretty bad. It got to the point where it was just too painful for me, and honestly, I was in denial. I couldn't accept that I'd have to be in that kind of pain to be able to heal from whatever I was going through, which is, red skin syndrome. So I go back to my dermatologist, and they were so concerned. I looked awful, and they could tell that I was in a lot of pain. So this time, instead of giving me topical steroids, they actually gave me oral steroids. They gave me prednisone, and I was instructed to take it for about 2 weeks, and I did. In the first 2 weeks, I felt great. My skin cleared up. I thought I was all set, and that's when I thought maybe I wasn't going through topical steroids. And like I said, I was in denial, so I was happy until the 2 weeks passed, and the rebound was so much worse. I mean, the pain was, I don't know, 100 times worse. It was just really, really, really bad. And I remember at that time, I was also starting a new job, and I knew I couldn't go in looking the way that I looked or feeling the way that I felt, because it was just so awful. So I go back to my dermatologist, and they recommend me to take another round of prednisone. And this time, of course, I'm hesitant, but I felt like I had no choice. So I take the oral steroids, and I'm also told that, we're going to look for other alternatives. I remember they took a biopsy to make sure that I didn't have lupus, and they also offered me to put me on immunosuppressants. And at this point, like I said, I was in so much pain. I just wanted a way out. So I considered the immunosuppressants, and I take them for about a week. But after doing some research, I just decided that I didn't want to go that route. I did want to try a natural alternative. And, after the 2 weeks of using the prednisone again and rebounding again, I decided to quit steroids cold turkey and to not look back and to try a natural alternative. And I'm so happy that I stuck to it, because now I'm doing so much better. My health overall has improved a lot, and I'm in a good place, and I'm really happy. And as hard as it was, I do not regret going through topical steroid withdrawal. I mean, it's given my life back, and I just feel like I appreciate it so much more. I feel like I have more compassion for people, and I'm just a stronger person because of it. And I really want you guys to understand that it's not always going to be like this. You're not going to be in pain forever, and it does get better. And this is coming from a person that thought their life was over. I mean, I went through a lot. I went through depression, anxiety. I mean, I had suicidal thoughts, because it was just that bad. It was just so painful that I just couldn't accept to live my life that way. I mean, the rest of my life that way. And I just didn't see an end to it. But thankfully, I stuck it out, and I'm here to tell you guys that it will get better, and that there's a beautiful life waiting for you guys. You just have to remain strong. I know it's really hard to be patient while you're going through all of this, but honestly, time is the best healer, and you need all the support that you can get. So please, if you haven't, join the support groups. Look at other people's healing stories, because that will be you one day. It will. And like I said, this is coming from a person that didn't believe it. I didn't think that I would come out of this. And even though I'm not 100% healed, I'm in a good place. I feel happy, and I have no regrets. So I do plan on making other videos just to cover more things, because with topical steroid withdrawal, there's a lot that goes on. There's so many different symptoms. There's people that work while going through topical steroid withdrawal. I mean, I've been working full-time since day one, and I've gone through a lot with work, with studying, just with so much with family, with people trying to, understand what you're going through, and it's just a lot. So like I said, I do plan on making more videos, and please, if you have any questions, if you want me to cover anything, just let me know, because I would love to do so. And on that note, I wish you guys all the best. I wish you lots of healing, lots of happiness, and remember, you will come out of this. There's a beautiful life waiting out there for you. You just have to stick it out. All right, love you guys, and hope to make you more videos soon. Bye.